Hello there YouTube. Wanted to do a quick review on my Bushcraft apps for the iPhone. If you haven't got an iPhone, this isn't going to interest you one bit. If you have, you might find it interesting, I don't know. Now I've trawled the internet, the app store for these, built them up over time, and I find these really handy. Obviously they're not necessarily survival because your phone would run out of battery. But if you were clever, you'd keep your phone switched off until you needed it, and you could pull this out the bag and have all your survival information kept very nicely on these apps. Now I've got them in a separate folder on the desktop. I'll go through them in descending order from bad to best, I think. Not that any of them are that bad, but to be honest, this first one, I got this the other day, £2.50, and it's called the Bushcraft app. It's alright if you haven't got any of the others. If you've got any of the others, it's pretty crap because a lot of the menus seem to have the same thing. Although they claim desert, snow, forest, coast, sea, you should have different information in each of these sections of your survival kit: escape, dealing with wildlife, building shelter, starting a fire, first aid, signal for help, find water, find food. But in all honesty, some of them are exactly the same in every one. Like start a fire is exactly the same in every one. Oh no, sorry, actually, in this one I've got boats, it's slightly different. But it's just all really, and this was £2.50, and it's, to be honest, it's just stuff that if you're into bushcraft and survival, you know it all already. Not, you know, we all know it all, but you do know most of this stuff. It's all quite obvious stuff, so to be honest, I wouldn't recommend this one. And it's really short. The first aid bit isn't bad, but it's really short paragraphs, look, like that. Cabin fever, you know, it's not the greatest, so I won't bother with that one personally. And then you got this WikiHow survival. This is quite good, goes for a lot of different stuff: animal attacks, natural disasters, self-defense. Do you really need that? I don't know, but the best one is wilderness survival. Things like this: calculate horizon distance, tells you exactly how to calculate the horizon. You know, so like I say, if you kept your phone off and kept the battery charged, kept your phone waterproofed in your kit, you could pull this out and use this. Very handy. And then we've got this other one here, survival. This is quite good. Firecraft. But this is all copied out of a manual of some sorts, and they've just turned it into an app. But, you know, I just like sitting there in my spare time and reading for this stuff. A lot of the pictures seem to be repeated in a lot of these. And then this one's really good. This has got some knots in it. They update this quite a lot, and it just takes you through step by step how to do the knot. That's called knots, and it was a free app. I always like a free app. Then you got the US Army Survival Guide, which is quite a good one. It's just every page from that book. There is a way, yeah, get back to chapters. It takes you through every chapter of the US Army Survival Guide. Firecraft again. Now if I click on that, you'll see that this may well be the same that was in that other app, but it's all good, interesting reading. Yeah, it's exactly the same stuff, so them two apps are the same. This app is, actually we'll go to the Bear Grylls one next, which is fairly good. Not too bad at all. Takes a while to load up. And then he's got, you know, different bits of information in here, and he also has little videos to go along with it. Fire your friend in the field. So you flick through, gives you little bits of information about fire. Then if you click on that, get a little video.
Like us, they need three things: food, heat, and oxygen. Starve them of any of those three, and they'll die.
Better not play too much of that, because YouTube might ban my video for copyrighted content or something, who knows. But yeah, so there's that. Then it's got some tools, which is handy. Survival light, compass. Bear Grylls no, don't allow because they drain your battery. But yeah, there's a compass in there. I don't know if that relies on the GPS signal or not, I'm not sure. There's a watch. Morse code, this is good. The SAS one has that as well, so you can type in what you want and it will flash more code. We'll go through that in the other one. So yeah, that's a pretty good app, quite expensive. This Trilled, I don't know how to spell it, is excellent for identifying trees in the bush. Now it's got an identification thing where you go through it, and so you'd go to your tree, you type in the height, medium tree, go to the bark, look up the bark, rough bark, leaf shape, you'd look all through these for your leaf shape, needle, you'd look for your leaf group, blah de blah. So you go through all these things, and then you go done, and then it will take you to the percentage of the tree it's likely to be. So Douglas fir, juniper, larch. Then you click on that individually, and it'll give you all the information on that tree. Anatomy, so it'll tell you exactly what it should be like, what fruit comes off of it. Sightings. Oh no, that's a GPS thing again, but I've got it in airplane mode at the moment, so nothing comes up. Identification. Just, this is such a good app for identifying trees. And then the best by far is the SAS Survival Guide, which, you know, I've had this book since I was a kid, loved it, take it everywhere on holidays with me when I was a kid, used to read it, freak myself out if I was anywhere tropical thinking I was going to get stung by all sorts of things in the sea and eaten by all sorts of things at night. But anyone that's got this knows this is great. And then this comes with all sorts of extras down the bottom here. Again, a compass for the northern or southern hemisphere, Morse code, tells you how to do it. So you type a message in, SOS, which is dot 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 dash 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 dot dot dot, and then you screen and it will flash that Morse code for you. Transmit 2 1. How good is that? And you can also do the flashlight. So there's tools like that. Then there's a checklist, survival kit checklist, so you can go through and make sure you've got all your stuff in your survival kit. Survival pouch, medical kit. It's got a quiz, film gallery. Then we have Lofty Wiseman talking about things in this film gallery.
We've reached the stage where we're starting to put some covering materials on, yeah, and these covering materials
this isn't Lofty Wiseman,
are going to trap some air for us and weatherproof our shelter, yeah, and trapping.
Excellent stuff. I love this app, so good. Again, it's about a £5, but you can get a free one first to see if you like it, and if you do, get the main one. And then it's just got all the sections from the book. What do we all like? Camp, types of shelter. So it's excellent little chapterization of it all. Then you can get to stuff. All your knots. So you could really just use this one. I wouldn't waste any battery if I needed this in a survival situation with any of the others. I'd probably come just straight to this if I needed anything from it. Essentials. Survival tin. Taking you through, which a lot of mine I based on these, especially in the early days when I was a kid. But I just still love it now. It's my favourite one by far. The book, everything. But it's just so nice having it in this app form. So that tells you everything you need in there. And then it's got extra little bits in here, like updated things, pictures. Where's the pictures? The pictures. Now, you know, in the main book, some of the pictures sometimes are a bit dodgy. So where have we got? Say, wild food. It has actual pictures of them somewhere. I can't find it now because I'm doing a video picture on the spot on it, but there is pictures. I think it's in the gallery, photo gallery. Yeah, how to trap water. And then there's foods in here. Night sky navigation. You know, what an excellent app. Can't zoom on it. Yeah, there you go. You know, tells you how to find all your stars. Just an excellent bit of kit. Now, again, if you was lost in the wilderness with this, you could. I'm not sure if this, obviously you got all your maps here, then you got this one called Star Walk. I should possibly put this in the Bushcraft one, because if you had signal, This relies on GPS as well, so you should, in theory, be able to pick this up anywhere, but like even, you know, out in the wild, if you wanted to check your stars, you hold this up to the sky. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this, but on the camera, and you move it around, and it shows you, you move it around to the sky and it will match it up in the sky. If that makes any sense what I've just said at all, I hope it does. You move it around and it matches up where you're looking at, and it'll point exactly. I know that's a bit blurry, but it's the best I can do. But yeah, anyway, there's some apps for your iPhone. If you're going to buy one, buy this one, SAS Survival Guide and Trailed, which is just excellent in the woods for identifying trees. Such a good app. The rest of them, luxuries really. This one, excellent apps. Alright, thanks for watching. Cheers.